At some point in this blog, the MySpace logo is going to jump up on screen. That's because YouTube, they pick the frame that's in the immediate middle or of your video, and they make that frame the picture that sits there. So at some point randomly, it's just going to jump up. That's why. Okay? Alright. So my dad finds out that I'm doing these video blogs. So he came up to me and he was like, yo, you know, these kids in Japan are doing video blogs too. Apparently what they're doing is they're taking their cell phones and they're hitting the video record and they're throwing it to each other. And the other person will catch it and then that's their video blog. You know, the kids down there, they're trying to outdo each other. Now they're getting really far distances apart from one another and they're just hitting record and then throwing their cameras. And they went a step further than that. Now they're throwing them from building to building. They'll go on top of one building, go on top of another building. I'm hoping these are small buildings. They'll go on top of the building, hit record, say whatever they have to say. This is video, well, this is probably what it looks like. It's probably close to that. I'm sure somebody's dropped this thing before. You know, it'd be like, he'll be on one building looking over at his friend and like, okay, foo. Throwing your phone between buildings? Moving along. I came on here to talk about MySpace. This little website, it's an underground website called MySpace. I have a MySpace page. You should check it out, it's pretty good. Some of you might have seen it. If you're watching this video and you haven't been to my MySpace page, go, send me a friend request. I love people. I love meeting new people. In real life, on the internet. There are some crazy ones out there. That's why I keep some information private because there's some crazy people on the internet. You might have heard about them. Some internet stalkers. Let me tell you how I got on MySpace. I'm an editor at a website, doacentral.com. I write articles for this website. My photo bucket was acting the fool, and I needed a place to store pictures. Somebody told me you could put pictures on MySpace. I'm like, oh, then I'll use MySpace to store my pictures. Little did I know, they only gave you 10 pictures back then, so you can imagine how shocked I was when I hit my limit and I couldn't upload any more pictures. So I'm like, what? So then my photo bucket started working, so my MySpace just sat there. That was like last year, August. Then I started hearing my coworkers talking about it. And, oh, MySpace, MySpace, oh. Then I started hearing MySpace dramedy. I left him a comment and he didn't leave me one back. He said he was single when I met him, but then I looked on his MySpace and it said in a relationship. Stuff like that, you know? I was just like, you know what? My coworkers have MySpace. I think I'm gonna be a MySpace ninja. So I just check up on all my coworkers, you know? I'd be like, oh, I'll listen. What in the world? What is all that on the screen? I need a new camera. How long has this been on? How long has that been on the screen? I've been talking the whole time. What Sony camcorder. What is it doing? Why is it? This camcorder is... Alright, Levi, this is my uncle's camera. Levi, I didn't break your camera, dude. This thing is just acting crazy right now. What is it doing? What? I'm trying to do a video blog. Why is it stretching my face? Whoa, what in the world? Fix the camera. I'm hoping the camera's fixed. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about some stuff that's been on my mind for a little bit about MySpace. I don't want it to sound like I'm complaining, so I'll say things I love about MySpace. You know what I love about MySpace? Bulletins. I especially love how people send 10 bulletins back to back to back to back. That is so cool. I love when people do that. I think I'm going to read one. So, there's this girl that sends these bulletins every night around the same time, and it's her name is Lot of Girls Want Him, but one can have him. That's her name. This is the bullet. This is what her picture looks like. Okay, she writes, I know you ain't just run in the... I mean, Come on now. Her bulletins are pointless. She puts 10 of them out every night. What is so important you gotta put... And it's called Bear. And the bulletin has nothing to do with bears at all. Tom or MySpace or whoever does this stuff nowadays, Fox Corporation, please give us an option to where we can keep these people that we love on our friends list, but block their pointless bulletins. Please. Some people just abuse these things till no end. I understand if you want us to comment on your 5 new pictures, okay. Send out your bulletin. Don't send out 5 bulletins saying, comment on my pictures. Second bulletin, why haven't you commented on my pictures yet? I love when people abuse the bulletin system. Somebody hear my cries? Give us an option to block bulletins from certain users. What is it about MySpace that if you're on for a long time, people think that you don't have a life? You guys ever think about that? People have no problem signing on to AOL and leaving their AIM open. I've seen somebody on idle for 3 days. Do you know how bad people would make fun of me, or how people would look at me if I stayed logged on to MySpace for 3 days straight? I mean, they already accused me of being addicted, which I am not addicted to MySpace. If you guys watch my little video blog with my cousins, they'll tell you up and down, I'm addicted to this thing. Just because I have a ridiculously cool looking page and I have a good eye for creativity when it comes to page layout doesn't mean I'm addicted to MySpace. Anyways, I fall into that category. If I fall asleep or if I walk away and I come back to my computer and I see that I'm still logged in, I'm like, no! They're gonna think I'm a nerd! Bring sexy back all you want, Justin. I'm bringing nerds back. There's some people outside my window and they're looking at me like I'm really crazy right now. Something else I especially love about MySpace is when you sit there and you compile this huge long email and you spend like a good 30 minutes just you're like, oh man, this is so good, and you send it and it vanishes. I love when that happens. Some of you guys know what I'm talking about. I love when... Cyber stalkers, y'all. Told you about those crazy people on MySpace. Another thing I love is lately I've been getting emails. They'll say new messages in red, and I'll click it and it'll be from somebody I haven't heard from in a long time. I'll be like, all right, and I'll click their message and it just deletes itself before it even opens. What is up with that? It's always the messages waiting to be approved. I'll click it and then boof, MySpace, Tom, Fox, whoever, please fix that. That's happened at least twice a week. Moving along. And another thing I love is how everybody is setting their comments to be approved. If you're gonna go and accept somebody's friend request, why do you have people on your friends list that you're worried about what they're gonna say on your comments? I like the satisfaction of typing up a comment, posting it, bam, I get to see what it looks like on your page. So many people nowadays are robbing me of this. I wanna see my comment on your page. Stop making me wait to get it approved. Come on, guys, we're friends here. I love when that happens. These people are still looking at me. Maybe they've seen my video blogs before and they're like, oh my gosh. Another thing I particularly love about MySpace, when I go to people's pages and, no lie, 5 videos started playing all at the same time. My volume was turned all the way up on my speakers. I went to this guy's page, he sent me a friend request, and I was like, oh cool, you know, I like to leave comments right when I get a friend request. I went to his page, here's a dramatization of what happened. You had a boyfriend who looked like a girlfriend that I had in February. Yeah, it was kinda like that. It was very loud and obnoxious. Guys, check your page. When you're doing the edit profile thing, click view my page to see what it looks like to everybody else. You know, you got 2 songs running at the same time. That's not cute.